Hello, my name's Martha Hussey, and to start off, to tell you a little bit about myself, I have been a nurse for 28 years. I spent 24 of those 28 years in labor and delivery, and that's where I still work. I absolutely love uh, labor and delivery. I love what I do there. But I'm also a school teacher. In 2007, I got offered a job to teach the health science curriculum in my local high school. And I took that leap of faith and have been doing that since 2007 and absolutely love it. I teach all the health science curriculums. I also teach nursing fundamentals, which at the end of that class, my students can sit and take their NA1. So I've had a wonderful career as a high school teacher. I have a lot of nurses, athletic trainers, physical therapists. Most of my kids have gone into a wide range of healthcare fields. I have two children. My daughter is a junior at NC State. My son is a junior in high school, and he actually attends the high school that I teach at. And I'm married. I've been married for 26 years now. So stay pretty busy. I work about every other weekend at the hospital and then 5 days a week at my school. Teaching has been a challenge with COVID. My students will finally come back. I will have a whole class starting March 29th. My district has decided to bring back high school, middle school, and of course the K5 have been going back 5 days a week. So it's going to be nice to have my whole group of students instead of half virtual, half face to face, and that flip flops during the week. So I'm excited about that. Um, for policies and procedures committee work, when I was full time at the hospital, I was on nurse practice council, and I absolutely loved that committee. It's where we looked over policies in the hospital, we updated them, uh, revised them, came up with policies if a policy needed to be changed, and I loved it because it kept me informed of what are the policies and procedures for my hospital. So I absolutely love that committee. But once I change my status from full time to PRN, they will not let me serve on that committee anymore. So that kind of I'm not really on anything at policy wise at the hospital that I work at. At the school system, I do serve on the let me think of the committee. It's our quality improvement committee. It's where we meet once a month and we look at issues within the school. We look at rules and policies for the school, what's working, what needs to be changed, that kind of thing. And I do enjoy that committee because it helps keep me up to date on what's going on in the schools, what should we be following for the school. Professional organizations. I used to be a part of A1, but I'm no longer a part of any professional organizations. I probably need to be with teaching and with nursing, but I'm not. My favorite quote, this is a quote that I have up in my room. It says, "Let's make the positives so loud, the negatives are almost impossible to hear." That's by George Couros. He is a educator and speaker, and you can watch some of his videos. And I just love that. And especially with COVID, we've had a lot of negatives. My kids know in my class, we're not going to look at the negatives. We're going to try to look at the positives and go from there. My goals for long term goals. This is my last class. This summer, I'll be doing my two Praxim classes, and hopefully, I'll be done by August with my master's degree. Kind of my plan is once my son graduates from high school, I've always wanted to teach at the college level and teach nursing at my local community college. That's kind of my plan. We'll see where it goes. It just kind of depends on how things are going when he graduates. If I want to stay at my high school or if I want to go on to teach at the community college. I also wouldn't mind getting involved as a nurse educator with with the hospital that I work at too. So who knows where I'm going to be. or what I'm going to do with my degree once I get it. The book I chose to read is The Ghost Map, the story of London's most terrifying epidemic. The reason why I picked that book, one of the topics that we talk about pretty much in all of my health science classes is infection control. And one class looks at the history of medicine. It looks at diseases throughout our population. Um, Another class teaches them about emerging and re-emerging infectious diseases, and they have to focus on different infectious diseases. And when I saw that book, it just kind of stuck out to me because I enjoy reading and learning about stuff like that. So I think by reading this book, this is something that I can also take back to my classroom for my kids. And that's pretty much me. I'm looking forward to working with everybody and looking forward to taking this class. Thank you.